I wanted to show you a project I'm working on today. This is an overflow for a sump on my aquarium. I originally set I made a homemade one, and I'll show you that here a little bit later, of a homemade overflow using these little drawers that you do and make a sump out of that. But I'll show that part to you a little bit later here. But I want to show you here today, they have an overflow system that you use PCV pipe. I've been using it, and I find them a little problematic. Sometimes the siphon doesn't start again, and you have to mess around to get it started. And I have a commercial sump with an overflow box that works very well. And so I've been thinking about how I'm going to make one. Now this is a smaller 20-gallon setup. So this is size, you could probably find this parts to make it for a bigger sump. But I'm going to show you how I made this sump out. Alright, to start out, what I did, I was at Walmart, and these are spaghetti boxes. You can see they have a little lid on the top there. They're kind of a long spot. They're not very big. Again, we're making a sump for a 20-gallon. Now, I don't know, I'm step by step doing this, if it's big enough or not, but we'll find out. And so the first thing, they're too tall, and we're going to need something to hang over the side. So what I've done here is I have taken that sump here, or that spaghetti box, and I cut this much of the top off right here. And then I end up with a piece of square, and I cut the bottom of it because I need a way to hang this over the tank. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to be gluing this to here, and this part will hang over, and then this will have a slot in there where you can adjust the inside box inside the tank up and down. And so I'll use this to glue it up, and this will be my hangover for, not like a hangover I'm drinking. And that's a drop. But anyways, that will hang over the inside. Alright, here's the finished overflow box I made. I haven't tested it yet, but from the looks of it, I think it's going to work fine. What I've done is I showed you earlier the pasta keeper that I got at Walmart. Right now I have $3, but I've got a few other pieces I haven't added up, but I have very little in it. These running $50, $60, $70 if you find them online. I've used this type box here. If you look, it's adjustable. This is adjustable up and down, so this would give you the flow of your water. This is the part that sits inside the aquarium, and then I took a soldering iron and perforated a whole bunch of small holes for it to flow inside the box, so this way fish can't get caught into it. And then I was trying to figure out how I was going to make the hangover. All I did is cut a piece of this off, and this gave me my U for my hangover, and that way it'll hang right over top of the tank. And then see this here at the bottom, so that this is just a little adjustment. This screw here will come in and out to level the thing out against the back of your tank. And then this is just I'll use a pipe right down into my sump from here on it. I used a this is actually an electrical conduit connector, and I got a big O-ring, and the top of it is just another part of PCV that's screwed on top of that, and that fit in, and it I've checked it with the water. It seems to not be leaking or nothing. And then the overflow, I just used some 1-inch PCV pipe, made my overflow tube onto that. So we got to test it out there, but overall I think it's going to work out pretty good. I'll figure out more after I do some more testing here there, but this is my prototype. I've been thinking about how I can make my own overflow, and you don't find anything. I've looked and looked on YouTube to find someone that had a little plan, And so I came up with this. I just happened to see this thing in the store today and grabbed it. And we'll see if it works or not. Testing to be followed.